Hello and welcome to Golden Age Wellness TV, your go-to spot for managing health in your golden years. If you're over 60 or helping someone over 60 and you're concerned about blood sugar, about staying active, about aging well, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into 5 science-backed ways to lower blood sugar naturally after 60. And we're actually going to stretch that to 10 powerful strategies that go beyond the usual. These are practical, realistic, and especially tailored for older adults who want to feel more in control of their health rather than being at the mercy of medications alone. Whether you've recently been told your blood sugar is creeping up, you're living with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes, or you simply want to stay ahead of it, this video is for you. We'll explain the science in straightforward terms. We'll share real senior stories of success, and by the end, you'll have a clear plan you can act on this week. Let's get started. The first powerful strategy: insulin sensitivity. When you're over 60, the way your body handles glucose changes, and a key concept is insulin sensitivity. Simply put, insulin is the hormone that helps your body move sugar from your bloodstream into your cells for energy. But as we age, many of us become less sensitive to insulin. The cells don't respond as well, so sugar lingers in the blood for longer. That contributes to higher blood sugar readings. Improving insulin sensitivity means your body handles sugar more efficiently. Meet Mary, 67, who was diagnosed with pre-diabetes. She learned her insulin sensitivity had declined. Her physician explained it. Your cells aren't responding as well to insulin, so we need to help them respond better. Mary adopted a simple routine, a brisk 20-minute walk after lunch, prioritized lean protein at each meal, and took time to stretch each evening. After 3 to 4 months, her fasting blood sugar dropped by 0.5 millimoles per litre, or about 9 milligrams per deciliter, and her HbA1c improved by 0.2%. What changed medically? Her muscles, especially post-walk, were better at uptaking glucose. Exercise helps insulin sensitivity. And her diet changes reduce spikes in sugar. For you, focus on behaviours that enhance insulin sensitivity. That means regular physical activity, especially when done after meals. Avoiding large sugar surges. Ensuring you have lean protein, which helps muscle repair and glucose uptake, and avoiding long sedentary periods. It also means monitoring changes. Ask your doctor about an HbA1c and keep track of how your body responds. The good news, improving insulin sensitivity is one of the most powerful levers you have, especially as you age, because it addresses the root problem rather than just managing the symptom: high sugar. Even small changes count. Mary didn't overhaul her life overnight. She simply committed to a manageable walk, improved her diet step by step, and stayed consistent. Over time, that consistency paid off. For you, even if you're starting slow, each step adds up. And because older muscles may respond more slowly, patience and gradual increments are okay. The aim is to help your cells respond better to insulin, so your body can naturally maintain healthier blood sugar levels. The second powerful strategy: role of fibre. Fibre often gets talked about when we're younger, but it becomes especially critical after age 60, when digestion slows, metabolism changes, and blood sugar control becomes more challenging. Fibre doesn't just help your digestive system, it helps regulate how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream. There are 2 main types: soluble fibre, which dissolves in water and forms a gel-like substance, and insoluble fibre, which helps bulk and regulate digestion. The soluble kind is particularly useful for blood sugar because it slows down the absorption of glucose. Consider Tom, 72, who noticed his post-meal blood glucose would spike more than when he was in his 50s. His dietitian told him, "When you eat a meal high in refined carbs, the sugar rush is faster and your older body can't handle it as efficiently." They introduced a fibre-rich approach, At each meal, he added a portion of beans or lentils, soluble fibre, whole grains like barley or oat bran, and raw vegetables. He swapped white rice for a mix of brown rice and barley. Over 6 months, he found his average post-meal sugar 2 hours after eating fell by 10 to 15 milligrams per decilitre. More than that, he felt fuller and his weight stabilised. Weight also impacts blood sugar. For you, aim for at least 25 to 30 grams of fibre per day if female, 30 to 38 grams if male, though your physician or dietitian may adjust based on your specific health. Focus particularly on foods high in soluble fibre: oats, barley, legumes, apples, with skin, citrus fruits, flaxseed. Pair them with meal timing. For example, start your lunch with a salad of beans and vegetables, then have lean protein, then the rest of the meal. That way the fibre begins slowing absorption before the rest of the carbs hit your system. Another key tip: older adults often have reduced chewing efficiency or dental issues, so include fibre sources that are easy to chew or prepare, e.g. cooked lentils, soft peas, ground flaxseed added to yoghurt. And remember, hydration, more on that later, helps fibre do its job. By raising your fibre intake, you're improving your digestive health and slowing sugar absorption, a double benefit. And when your post-meal sugar doesn't spike as much, you reduce the burden on your insulin system, which helps your body stay in better control overall. The third powerful strategy: walking routines. Walking is one of the simplest, most accessible forms of exercise, especially for people over 60, and yet one of the most effective for lowering blood sugar naturally. Why walking? Because it helps your muscles use glucose more effectively, improves circulation, and it's low impact, which matters when joints may be more sensitive. Meet Linda, 65, who had been largely sedentary after retiring. Her doctor flagged that her blood sugar was elevated and, given her joint issues, suggested starting with walking. She committed to a walk after lunch routine, 5 days a week, 30 minutes at a brisk pace, enough to feel mildly breathless, but still able to talk. She used a walking stick on uneven terrain and started with shorter distances, building up gradually. Over 3 months, she noticed that her post-meal blood sugar, measured 1.5 hours after eating, decreased by about 12 milligrams per deciliter. She also reported better sleep and mood. For you, here's how to build your walking routine. Choose a consistent time, ideally after a substantial meal, so your muscles meet glucose when it's in circulation. Start with a pace you can maintain, e.g. 10 minutes brisk, 5 minutes easy, then 10 minutes brisk, and gradually increase the brisk segment. Use safe footwear and consider terrain, flat paved paths, tracks in parks, or indoor treadmill if outdoor is too risky. If you have mobility issues, you might start with seated marches or walking indoors, gradually transitioning to outdoor walks. Track it. Use a simple step or distance goal, e.g. 3,000 steps post-meal, and log how you feel and your blood sugar readings. Walking doesn't have to be fancy to work, it just needs consistency. Over time, the muscle activity helps clear glucose, improves insulin sensitivity, linking back to pointer 1, and also supports cardiovascular health, which often goes hand in hand with blood sugar control in older adults. Bonus: walking outdoors adds mood and mental health benefits, fresh air, light, nature, which further support overall metabolic health, so this one step kills multiple birds: blood sugar, mobility, mood. And it's something many older adults can adopt immediately. The fourth powerful strategy: stress reduction. We often focus on diet and exercise when it comes to blood sugar, but stress is a powerful, often overlooked factor, especially for the 60-plus crowd who may be dealing with multiple life transitions, retirement, caregiving stress, or health worries. Chronic stress triggers release of cortisol, a hormone that raises blood sugar, so your body is in fight or flight mode more often. Over time, that repeated surge can worsen blood sugar control. Take George, 70, who had high blood sugar and was also caring for his wife, who had dementia. He found his readings were higher on days he felt anxious or hadn't slept well. His doctor suggested he include a stress reduction routine, deep breathing 5 minutes after each meal, a quiet hour before bed, no screens, light, reading or meditation, and joining a weekly painting class, just for fun. Over 6 months, his average fasting sugar dropped modestly, but more importantly, his readings became more stable, fewer large spikes. He said, "I never realized how much my mind impacted my sugar until I started calming things down." For you, think of stress reduction as part of your blood sugar toolkit. Here are some practical habits. Post-meal breathing or light stretching helps the transition from active eating to metabolic activity. Mindful activities, gentle yoga, meditation, Tai Chi, or even gardening. Do whatever you enjoy that calms you. Sleep hygiene. Preparing your body/mind for rest reduces overnight cortisol and supports better fasting sugar the next morning. We'll talk more about sleep later. Social support. Talking through worries, joining a support group or class, especially if diabetes or blood sugar management is new for you. Having company and shared goals lowers stress. Avoid over-reliance on caffeine or sugar for get-me-going coping. They tend to backfire with sugar spikes. By reducing stress, you're reducing one of the hidden drivers of elevated blood sugar. And for older adults who may accumulate more life stresses, this pointer is very real and actionable, not just optional. The fifth powerful strategy, apple cider vinegar. Myths. You've probably seen the buzz. Apple cider vinegar, ACV, lowers blood sugar. But like many things, the truth is nuanced, especially when you're over 60. Let's break it down so you know what ACV can and cannot do. Research shows that taking about 1 to 2 tablespoons of unfiltered ACV before bed or before a high-carb meal may modestly reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes in some people. But it's not a magic bullet, not a substitute for diet and exercise, and not risk-free, especially if you have digestive issues or are on certain medications. Meet Helen, 68, who read about ACV online and started taking 1 tablespoon before dinner. She thought, great, I'll stop worrying about carbs. But after 2 months, her readings hadn't improved meaningfully. Her dietitian explained, ACV might help a little, but only when the rest of your routine is strong: diet, exercise, and healthy weight. If you don't fix those, ACV alone won't move the needle. Helen still kept it. It didn't hurt, but changed her expectations. She now sees it as a nice extra rather than a solution. For you, if you're curious about ACV, here's how to use it safely and smartly. Always dilute it, Iorijuiji, 1 tablespoon ACV in a large glass of water to reduce risk to your teeth or stomach. Use it in conjunction with the other strategies, fiber, walking, strength, etc. Don't rely on it alone. Check with your doctor. If you're on insulin or other meds that lower blood sugar, the combined effect might drop your sugar too low. Also, ACV can interact with potassium levels and digestion in older adults. Monitor. Keep track of your readings when you started. Does it make a difference? If no, then move on. In summary, ACV has some modest evidence, but it's far from a standalone fix. Use it as a supplement to your bigger habits, and remember that the big wins come from diet, movement, rest, stress reduction, not from one miracle bottle. The sixth powerful strategy, quality sleep's effect on blood sugar. Sleep is often undervalued, but for blood sugar control it's incredibly important, especially after age 60, when sleep patterns may shift, and the risk of sleep-disordered breathing, like sleep apnea or fragmented sleep, increases. Poor or insufficient sleep can reduce insulin sensitivity, increase appetite, especially for sugary foods, and raise fasting blood glucose. Take Roger, 63, who realised his fasting sugar was creeping up despite good diet exercise, only to discover he was repeatedly waking at 3 to 4 a.m. and not getting deep REM sleep. His endocrinologist suggested a sleep study which found mild sleep apnea. After treatment with a CPAP machine and a strict sleep hygiene routine, no screens 1 hour before bed, cool dark room, consistent bedtime, his fasting sugar dropped by 8 milligrams per deciliter and his energy and mood improved. For you, here are key sleep support steps. Maintain a consistent bedtime and wake-up time. Yes, even on weekends. Create a sleep-friendly environment. Cool, dark, quiet, comfortable mattress/pillow. Wind down ritual. No heavy meals right before bed. Reduce caffeine, especially late afternoon. Limit alcohol, which disrupts deep sleep. Screen time. Avoid bright devices at least 60 minutes before bed. Use blue light filters if needed. Monitor for sleep apnea. Loud snoring, morning headaches, daytime sleepiness may signal this. Ask your doctor. When you improve sleep quality, you support several mechanisms: better insulin sensitivity, more stable appetite and hormones, less stress hormone release overnight, and better recovery from your walking strength routines. So treating sleep as part of your blood sugar plan is not optional. It's foundational. The 7th powerful strategy: strength training, muscle mass and glucose regulation. As you age, you naturally lose muscle mass, sarcopenia, unless you actively counter it. Less muscle means fewer glucose-using factories, which means higher blood sugar if you're not careful. Strength training helps build/maintain muscle, improves insulin sensitivity, and regulates blood sugar more effectively than walking alone. Meet Sheila, 69, who started a light resistance band routine twice a week. Squats to a chair, wall push-ups, seated row with resistance band. She also did a 20-minute walk on other days. After 4 months, her mid-afternoon blood sugar, which had been creeping high, decreased by approximately 15 milligrams per deciliter. She also felt stronger, steadier when walking, and less joint stiffness. For you, start simple and safe. 2 non-consecutive days per week of strength training, e.g. Monday and Thursday. Focus on major muscle groups: legs, back, chest, core, arms. Use body weight, resistance bands or light dumbbells, depending on ability. Example routine: 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps each of chair squats, wall push-ups, seated rows, calf raises, plank, modified, overhead press with bands. Always warm up with a 5 to 10 minute walk or gentle movement and cool down-ish a stretch after. Keep track, note your sets, digest reps and progress gradually. Increase reps or resistance every 4 to 6 weeks as you're comfortable. Older adults must consider safety. Correct form, avoid very heavy loads if you have joint or bone issues, and always check with your physician or physiotherapist if you have osteoporosis, arthritis, or other conditions. Strength training not only helps your blood sugar, but it also supports mobility, independence, bone density, and reduces fall risk. So by adding it, you're reinforcing multiple pillars of healthy aging. The 8th powerful strategy: hydration and its role in blood sugar. Hydration may seem trivial, but it plays a surprisingly big role in how your body handles glucose, especially when you're over 60. Dehydration can lead to higher blood sugar because when you're low on fluid, your blood becomes more concentrated, your kidneys have to work harder, and your body may produce more stress hormones which can raise sugar. Consider Ralph, 71, who didn't realize how often he skipped water. It was easy when he retired and sat at home. His endocrinologist said, "You're fine on diet and walking, but let's try increasing your fluid intake to 2.5 to 3 litres per day and monitor." After 2 months, his fasting sugar decreased by 6 to 8 milligrams per deciliter, and he felt less fatigued. For you, here are hydration tips tailored for older adults. Aim for at least 1.5 to 2 litres, or more, depending on size, climate, activity level, every day. If you do strenuous walks or strength training, increase accordingly. Chui, spread it out. Don't drink 1 litre at once. Sip regularly. A good habit, have a glass before each meal, which also helps with satiety. Choose water, herbal teas, or water infused with lemon or cucumber. Avoid sugary drinks or too many caffeinated drinks, which can dehydrate. Monitor urine colour. Pale straw is good. Dark yellow signals need more water. If you have kidney issues or heart failure risk, check with your doctor about fluid allowances. But in many older adults, hydration is neglected. When you're well hydrated, your blood flows better. Your kidneys can filter sugars effectively, and you're supporting all your metabolic processes, including those targeted by diet, walking, strength, and sleep. So think of water as a silent enabler of everything else. Without it, your best efforts may be blunted. The 9th, monitoring and tracking blood sugar changes at home. Managing blood sugar after 60 isn't just about doing things, you also need feedback. Monitoring gives you real-time information about what's working or not. When you see how your body responds to a walk or a high-fibre meal, you're informed, and that encourages consistency and adjustment. Plus, older adults often have more variability in their readings due to medications, other conditions, so tracking becomes more valuable. Meet Eunice, 66, who started a simple log. Every morning, fasting, and 2 hours after lunch, she recorded her blood sugar for 2 weeks. She also noted what she ate and her walk. She spotted a pattern. On days she skipped her walk, her post-lunch reading was approximately 12 milligrams per deciliter higher. On days she ate white rice, the reading jumped more. With these insights, she asked her doctor to adjust her plan and fine-tune her walk timing and diet. Over 3 months, she improved her control and felt more empowered. For you, here's a monitoring plan. If your doctor agrees, pick 2 consistent times for measurement, e.g. fasting, before breakfast, and 1.5 to 2 hours after lunch, or after your main meal. Keep a log, date, time, reading, what you ate, what exercise you did, how you slept, how you felt. At the end of the week review, were there patterns? For instance, on Friday I skipped walking and my reading was higher. Or, on days I went to bed late, fasting reading was higher. Bomay, use this data to adjust. Maybe move your walk to right after lunch or switch a carb source that spikes you. Share findings with your healthcare provider. It helps them tailor your plan. Monitoring isn't about obsessing, it's about awareness. Especially in the golden years, small deviations matter more. When you track, you're less passive and more proactive. And that mindset shift from "I hope my sugar is okay" to "I know my sugar is responding" tends to keep older viewers engaged, and that's great for your channel retention too, because you're offering actionable, personalised insight rather than generic advice. The 10th powerful strategy, social connection/community and its indirect effect on blood sugar. Finally, one of the most underestimated factors, social connection and community. When you're over 60, life changes. Retirement, children moving away, health issues, maybe lower mobility. All of that can reduce social contact and increase isolation or loneliness. And studies show that loneliness and lack of social engagement can worsen metabolic health, including blood sugar control, via increased stress, poorer sleep, lower activity levels, and worse diet habits. Take Joan, 74, who after her husband died found her routines changed. She ate less healthily, skipped her morning walk, and her blood sugar gradually increased. She joined a local walking club for seniors and started meeting 3 times a week. They walked, had a healthy coffee afterwards, shared tips. Over 5 months, her blood sugar improved and, more importantly, she stayed consistent with her walks and meals. Not just because of the plan, but because of the group accountability and enjoyment. For you, here's how to leverage community. Find or start a peer group, e.g. seniors walking club, diet swap meet, exercise class designed for older adults. Use social check-ins, e.g. I did my 30-minute walk today post on a group chat or with a friend. Accountability helps. Share your log, monitoring, from 0 to 9 with a trusted friend. Seeing someone else's success can motivate you. Attend health education sessions for older adults, community centres, senior associations, and link up with others managing blood sugar. Consider online communities if mobility is limited. There are many forums/groups for older adults with pre-diabetes or diabetes. Reading, contributing, feeling part of something helps mood, which ties back to stress, sleep, and metabolic health. When you feel connected and supported, you're more likely to stay consistent with your habits, walks, strength, diet, less likely to feel isolated, which increases stress and poor health behaviours, and more likely to enjoy the process, which means long-term retention of good habits. For your viewers, emphasising this social angle adds richness. It's not just, here's what to do, but here's how you can do it with people like you. Thanks so much for watching. If you're over 60 or helping someone who is, and you found one or more of these 10 strategies useful, I'd love to hear which one you'll try first. Drop a comment below and share your plan. Remember, lowering blood sugar naturally is absolutely possible when you combine smart habits: insulin sensitivity, fibre, walking, strength, hydration, sleep, monitoring, stress reduction and community, instead of relying on just one quick fix. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for more golden age tips on managing chronic disease, longevity, sleep and mental health, mobility and safe fitness, sexual health and nutrition for aging. Hit the bell so you don't miss our next episode. Stay healthy, stay empowered, and I'll see you in the next one.